In its third year, the Norseman Xtreme Triathlon lived up to its name of being the world's most extreme triathlon. The weather conditions put the competitors to the ultimate test. The swim drop in the Hardangerfjord was moved 10 kilometers further out in order to get to warmer waters. This made the bike leg 10 kilometers longer. At the starting line were 146 anxious triathletes from 15 different countries, including 10 women. Putting on Vaseline is one way of protecting the exposed skin from the cold water. Björn Andersson is a Swedish professional triathlete. He wants to beat Rune Höjdal's track record of 11 hours and 30 minutes.
Hur känns det nu?
Jag känner mig lite trött så här tidigt på morgonen, men annars så känns det ganska bra. Det ska bli skönt att komma iväg, men det kommer nog bli en liten chock här och hoppa i det kalla vattnet förmodligen.
Hur kallt är det?
Ja, de säger att det är 15,5 och det är ju gränsen för att de skulle ställa in simningar eller inte, så att vi får se. Det kan nog skilja ett par grader neråt tror jag också, men förhoppningsvis så är det okej att simma i alla fall. Det heter ju trots allt Norseman Xtreme, så att det ska väl inte vara allt för lätt heller. Det känns givetvis väldigt tråkigt att Rune Höjdal inte är med på tävlingen. Det var lite därför jag kom hit, givetvis också för att det är en spännande tävling, men lite grann var det för att försöka utmana honom då. Så det var tråkigt när jag fick reda på att han inte kom hit, men jag försöka slå tiden han gjorde förra året, även om banan är lite längre i år, men jag ska göra ett gott försök att slå hans tid. Och sen får man se, jag kan ju bara tävla mot de som är här tyvärr. Så att, vi kanske kan ha en match nästa år istället, vi får se.
Vem är din största konkurrent nu då?
Jag känner inte till norrmännen så väl, men Arild Tveiten tror jag är största hotet. Men förmodligen så är det väl mina egna misstag som skulle kunna sätta mest käppar i hjulet. Eller tekniska problem på cykeln och sådana här saker. Men jag kan inte säga så mycket om norrmännen. Jag har knappt tävlat mot några norrmän på väldigt länge. Så att vi får se, det kan kanske sticka upp någon, jag vet inte.
Erik Jonsson is one of the Norwegians who is expected to do very well. He has several victories in the Olympic distance triathlons, and his last victory was in 2001. But this is his first Ironman distance, so he's not sure how prepared he is.
Forberedt? Hvor godt forberedt kan man være på klokka ikke 5 en gang, liksom? Svømme iskaldt vann 3800 meter. Yes, det er bra ellers da. Sykkelen og løpeform, det er bra.
Du tror du får løpt helt opp, altså fra bunnen og helt opp? Løpt hele veien?
Det gjenstår å se. Spørs så sliten er da, og ivrig har vært. Men nå må jeg følge med litt her.
It's 4:45 in the morning. A long day is ahead of them. And the first leg of the day is the 3,800 meter swim. For many, this is the most dreaded part of the day. The start signal just went, but for this contestant, it takes nerves of steel in order to make the jump. The kayaks are the swimmer's guide through the water, making sure that they don't swim too far out. Björn is a very strong swimmer and was expected to be the favorite out of the water. The triathletes, support crew and family members eagerly wait for them to come out of the water. This will be their first contact since the competitors left Eidfjord, and they are anxious to see how their athlete is doing. Already towards the end of the swim, Björn has achieved a very comfortable lead, ahead of Erik Johnson, who is in second place. Björn is the first one out of the water, with a time of just under 47 minutes. And even swimming with the current, this is a very impressive time.
Hur känns det?
Ja, det känns okej. Det var lite kallt att hoppa i vattnet. Men...
Erik Johnsen is the second one out of the water, approximately 4 minutes after Björn. Arild Tveiten is just 30 seconds behind Erik. Kristoffer Larson is number 9 out of the water, just 10 minutes after Björn Andersson. Kristoffer lived in Texas for 5 years, where he competed with a semi-professional team. After moving back to Norway though, his last 2 seasons have been ruined by a car crash and also a bike crash where he broke his collarbone. This year he is without injuries, and so far it looks like he is in good shape, even though he just competed in the Frankfurt Ironman just 3 weeks ago. Vøringfossen is Norway's most famous waterfall and has a fall of 182 meters. Hopefully the athletes were able to enjoy the majestic nature on the way up. In Mobbedalen, Björn is increasing his lead even further, and Erik is still in second place. Kenneth Gavel Hansen was number 4 out of the water, but now has moved up to 3rd place. Per Martin Lund is pushing very hard up the hill and passes Arild Tveiten to take over the 4th place. Arild is considered to be one of the favorites to do very well in this year's race. This is what he had to say right before the start.
Jeg kjører helt mitt eget løp. Jeg har ikke noen ambisjon om hverken om å vinne eller noe annet enn å kjøre mitt eget løp og se hva det holder til. Litt usikker i og med at jeg har jo kjørt en lang en for ikke så lenge siden. Så vi ser underveis, men jeg kjører mitt løp og lar de andre kjøre sitt løp.
Kristoffer Larson was 5 minutes behind Arild out of the water, but he is already starting to catch up to him.
Har du snart tatt inn Tveiten?
Erik is still in second place, but this being his first Ironman, he's not sure about how hard to push himself.
Så er du usikker på intensitet jeg skal kjøre på? En lang dag. Nå ligger jeg 20 slag under. Prøv å være litt tålmodig.
It's starting to get colder up on the Hardanger Plateau, and it's only 3 degrees and partly rainy. Björn still has a solid lead, but is noticing the temperature change. Bjorn has an impressive speed as he's racing across the Hardanger Plateau. The Hardanger Plateau is Norway's largest national park, and with 1,000 lakes, it's very popular with hiking and trout fishing.
Kom igjen, Erik! Det ser godt ut!
Erik is pushing hard and he's still in second place. Bjorn was met with a lot of skepticism when he decided to use his time trial Cervelo bike and disc wheel. The bike puts him in a very aggressive position, which is harder on his back and hips. And the disc wheels are traditionally used in flatter and shorter distances. And you're more exposed to the side winds when using a disc wheel. But when all this is said and done though, it's obviously working for Bjorn, because no one's managed to catch up to him yet. Bjorn is now approaching Geilo and will then be halfway on the bike leg.
Hur känner du dig?
Ja, det känns rätt okej faktiskt. Så länge i alla fall.
På første punkten så har du inne på 2.
Okej. Ja, det går okej.
Du sitter kvar i
Okej.
Kall eller varm?
Ja, nu börjar det bli varmare, men
Har du någon att dricka på
det var ordentligt kyligt på toppen. Så.
Har du någon att dricka här uppe?
Ja, jag tror Per har det, men du får hjälpa honom lite.
Kolla.
Trude Andersen is this year's favorite in the women's class and defending her title from last year. Her closest rival is Silke Hammaker from Germany. Silke swam in 56 minutes and was 5 minutes ahead of Trude, but Trude quickly gained the lead on the bike. Espen Wagner was number 26 out of the water, but he has been strong on the bike and is currently in 8th place.
Det var härligt.
Ja, det går bra.
Det är långt igen.
Erik Jonsen is still in 2nd place, but Kristoffer Larson is closing in on him. Björn Andersson finishes the final climb up Mount Imingfjell. He still has a strong lead, and it looks like he might be able to beat Rune Høydal's track record from last year, which was 11 hours and 30 minutes. The athletes reach high speeds in the last downhill towards Ausbygd. Björn cycles in at an impressive 5 hours and 25 minutes.
Ska du ut samma väg, Björn? Så du kommer in då?
Ja.
Ledde med 46 minuter.
Hur känns det?
Ja, det känns okej. Det är en lång dag, men... Så är det nu loppet börjar på löpningen, så att... se. Men det känns rätt okej än så länge. Fått i mig tillräckligt med energi känns som. Och inga större missöden under vägen. Så att...
Är formen god?
Ja, det tror jag. Vi får se här. Det är alltid lite speciellt när man ska ge sig ut i början här på löpningen. Efter att ha suttit så länge på cykeln.
And no other could give more love
Per Martin Lund has done a great job on the bike, but is still almost 1 hour after Bjorn. Kristoffer Larson is right behind Per Martin.
Jeg kommer rett etterpå.
Hei, Per Martin. Jeg hørte du hadde smilt opp på Gorsfjellet.
Ja, det var siste gang jeg smilte, tror jeg.
Jeg hørte det. Det var masse. Ja, du hadde smilt så fint. Så ser vi det.
Ha med deg, Simen! Ja.
Tom Remman had the 4th best cycle time and is now right behind Kristoffer.
Får jeg den jakka senere, du? Ja, ta den gelen nå, ja. Ok, hvor skal jeg løpe da? Ut der. Lykke til, da.
The first part of the run is alongside the beautiful Tinnsjøen Lake. Bjorn is still looking strong.
Inn med bomben. Her er den først.
Erik Jonsen has lost about 9 places on the bike, so it will be exciting to see how he does on the run.
Har du lagt ut alt det? Nå må jeg lukke øya deres.
Det er greit.
Hvordan føles kroppen?
Helt jævlig.
Hvordan har syklingen gått i forhold til forventningene? Ingen kommentar?
Jo, men... Skal jeg liksom prøve å skifte litt fort da?
Ja.
Faen. Det er jo sekundstrid dette her.
Jeg er kjempeflink, jeg.
Hvem da?
Du?
Er jeg?
Jaha.
Fy
Ingen
faen.
tvil. Nei, han blir jo flink bare å se på.
Jeg ble tatt igjen da, av flere.
Skal trøste deg med desto flere bak deg. Ikke legg deg, Jon.
Legger meg til å sove en time.
Ikke legge deg nå.
Da tror jeg det hadde vært heavy å begynne å løpe, ass.
11.30.
Jeg løper på 3.30.
3.30?
Ja.
Den skal jeg huske, og så ved startnummer har du.
6, selvfølgelig.
Da skal jeg sitte opp i svingen og så, si tida til etterpå.
Ja. Kanskje 6.35 da.
God tur!
Ja, jeg kan ha.
Ja. Ta med pulsklokka mi, for den må jeg ha. Den står på styret.
Kenneth Gavel Hansen is the 5th man out, only a few minutes after Erik. Espen Wagner has cycled up 20 places and is now in 6th place. 3 weeks ago he did the Frankfurt Ironman, where he met the wall and did not do as well as he had hoped. He's probably eager to perform better now.
Nei, legger meg nå. Føles greit nå.
Bra luke på Vegard da. Hvordan ligger han i forhold til det tida du har satt opp?
Jeg tenker ikke tida. Smått i toppen.
There were 7 food stations available during the run, which served bananas, bread with salami, salt tablets, and Maxim sports drinks. But Bjorn has his own crew with food, so he doesn't take the time to stop. Arild Tveiten was considered one of the favorites, but he has lost about 9 places on the bike.
Å, fy faen. Det har vært bedre. Det har vært en lang, vond dag.
Bjorn has started the climb up Gaustatoppen. 17 kilometers straight up with an average grade of 10%. It started to rain, and the weather on top of the mountain has started to get even worse.
Kan vi følge bilen Hinke da?
Trude Andersen is still smiling and going strong, and she has a comfortable lead in the women's class.
Hva skal du springe i? Skal du ha sykkelbukser?
5. 4,5, 5.
Skal du ha sykkelbukser?
Ja, det skal jeg, takk.
Ja, faen da.
Ja, det er så kaldt vann.
Føles det?
Takk for det.
Skal du ha t-skjorta?
Nei
Du
da.
har litt mye klær på nå.
Kristoffer is running strong and has a comfortable second place. Erik has climbed up to third place. Espen is also running strong and still climbing. He has passed Kenneth and has taken over fourth place. Per Martin, on the other hand, is struggling and is falling back. The weather is still wet and cold, but Bjorn seems to be staying warm. He's even increasing his lead. It has started to snow on top of the mountain and conditions there are worsening.
Jag ska självklart försöka springa så långt jag kan. Sen är det för brant och stenigt så kan det nästan vara lika snabbt att gå ibland, så att det får man ju ta avväga då. Jag vet inte, jag har faktiskt inte sett det, men det ser ju väldigt brant och ja, framförallt ganska oländig terräng då. Men målet är ju givetvis att springa hela vägen. Men jag tror det är viktigast att springa fort på asfaltsdelen och så vidare då. Sen sista delen får man ju se då. Men kan man hålla sig löpande så länge det är asfalt så tror jag man kan tjäna ganska mycket tid då.
The weather conditions on top are extreme now, with fog, cold strong winds and even snow. Bjorn was safely guided up the mountain, but it took him an hour to scale the last 4.7 kilometers. His performance is nothing short of impressive, as he wins with a time of 10 hours and 30 minutes, smashing Rune Høydal's last year's time with 1 hour. None of the other contestants are allowed to enter the mountain because of the weather conditions. Race leader Horek explains this to Ulrich Fabricius.
Han löper. Hi my friend. Please, listen to me. The mountain, there is a heavy snowfall.
Okay.
There is no way going in there. Sorry. So what's going to happen is we're going to run to the checkpoint.
Yeah.
And then they're going to turn it back. And the finish line is here.
Okay.
It's heavy snowfall.
Okay.
You cannot walk there.
That's fine. Oh, it's not fine, but you can't do anything about it. Okay.
Kristoffer Larson finishes in second place in 11 hours and 13 minutes, 43 minutes after Bjorn. And remember that he is finishing in a downhill instead of having that final climb up to the top.
Kjempebra!
Å, fy fader.
Hvor føles det?
Det føles helt rått. Du får ikke mye fornuft ut av meg, men det er helt utrolig, altså. Horek, jeg klarte det. Fytti helvete. Oi. Det var rått. Jeg skjønner ikke hvor jeg fikk kreftene fra. Hæ? Ja, gøy, altså. Å, fy søren. Bare fløy opp fjellet. Det er vondt.
Erik Jonsson, with sore thighs, finishes in third place, 14 minutes after Kristoffer. Pretty impressive being his first Ironman.
Det verste som kunne skje var at vi skulle ned igjen. Yes! Stopp klokka. Herlig. Fy faen. Det verste som kunne skje for låra mine.
Gratulerer.
Fy faen, ass.
Hva kjøres det?
Det er... Jeg vet ikke. Jeg hadde grine på grunn av muskelsmerte, ass.
Kjempebra, Erik.
Jeg kjørte litt for hardt over vidda, første vidda. Men det var jo 20 slag under, så... Men tydeligvis skal ligge enda lavere.
Trude Andersen is on her way to becoming the winner of the women's class for the second year in a row. Her time is 12 hours and 21 minutes.
Ok. Her er mål. Ja. Nå kommer jeg snart.
Silke Hammaker finishes in second place 1 hour later.
Hvordan føles det nå?
Nå er det utrolig godt.
Nå er det bare deilig.
Nå er det kjempegodt.
Ja, beste jente?
Ja, det er det.
Deilig følelse.
Det er det.
Hva var det verste?
Jeg sleit på sykling i dag, jeg.
Syklinga?
Ja, jeg hadde kastet opp på sykling, jo da. Sånn er det. Det går opp og ned.
Ja. Har du klart å ta til deg føde på løpinga, eller?
Ja da, det gjorde jeg.
Ja.
Jeg kjørte, ja da.
Ja.
Det gikk egentlig greit. Så jeg er ikke noe dårlig nå da. Men jeg sleit på sykling.
Ordentlig gratulerer som beste jente. Kjempebra.